All I have to say about the Christians who are pretty sure they're going to be raptured on the 23rd is I told y'all that cults always promise space travel. You can get stickers in the shop. And by the way, this is Saturnita. She's here to remind us that cults always promise space travel, and her earrings are also available in my shop. So what is going to happen when they do not ultimately get raptured? This question is from whence we get the term cognitive dissonance, actually. So in 1954, a man named Leon Festinger embedded himself and his fellow social psychologist in a little UFO apocalypse cult. Please do not do this at home, folks. Please do not go embedding yourselves in cults if you are not trained. It is very dangerous. There's a cult that lives literally next door to me. They named their wire the KJV Bro House. I kid you not. That means King James Version Bro House. And I have not gone and embedded myself with them because it is dangerous and you don't want to do that. Anyways, Leon Festinger and his social psychology colleague embedded in this apocalypse cult because obviously they knew the world wasn't going to end on December 21st, just like we know the world is not going to end on September 23rd. And he said, I bet not everybody is going to pack up and go home, right? At the time, that flew in the face of everything we thought we knew about human psychology. Humans are rational. I think, therefore I am, right? Rene Descartes really screwed us over with that one because it turns out we're not rational. We actually make most of our decisions based on recency bias and social proof, right? What has worked the most recently for us and what everyone else around us is doing. And in fact, in Uncultured, I quote someone who says that extreme beliefs by themselves, in Culting Up America, I quote someone who says that extreme beliefs by themselves would be very hard for a person to maintain, especially through something like this, proving that it's not true. But the actual cognitive dissonance in a group setting is what can keep them strong. And by the way, I've written all about this in Culting Up America, which you can get pre-orders of. So no, I don't expect all of whoever these folks are who think they're going to be raptured on the 23rd. No, I don't expect the majority of them to be like, whoops, didn't happen. They moved the goalposts. With space travel, with the rapture, it's easy. They always just tend to say, well, God had mercy. God decided to give us more time. Or sometimes, like with David Berg of Children of God, which I was born and raised in, you can get signed copies of here, listen to me read it to you anywhere you get your audiobooks. He would tell us that Jesus wasn't coming back at the predicted time because we weren't right with God enough, right? We had to sacrifice more, we had to work harder, we had to tell more people. Because at the end of the day, the reason they promise the space travel is because they want to get your labor and they want to keep you working for it without questioning anything. I'm Danielle, a scholar of cults, extreme groups, and extremely bad leadership. And, when you see the space travel, that's when you know. Have a day, folks.